there to all my followers. Thank you for following my dreams too. So, yeah, I didn't vlog yesterday, but my head was still bothering me. Thankfully today I don't have a migraine. That's awesome. It really sucks when I deal with my headaches because it just like makes it really hard for me to do anything. Um, Pretty much today I have just been cleaning. I started the day off by doing some cleaning on my kids' room. We'll see how long that lasts. We didn't get finished, but they had to go to church, so we'll finish it tomorrow. They are still with Grandma right now. And I have been working on trying to get laundry caught back up. I think when my phone fell, I broke my charger. No, it still works. My cord got wrapped up in my chair, and when I backed up, it pulled my cord. Um, but I've pretty much just been working on getting laundry done and washing some dishes. Um, I cleaned off where we set our gas heater at because we set it up on the counter, and we have I say we, my husband has the hose. It drills down through the counter and underneath the house because we don't like having the propane tanks inside the house. And that propane heater really saves us a lot. That's the only propane thing we have in the whole house is that heater, but it definitely saves us a whole lot, especially if we lose power. So I cleaned up around that, and like I said, just working on trying to get some cleaning done, getting dishes done, getting clothes caught back up. You don't realize how fast that stuff piles up until you're down for a couple days and don't feel like doing anything because your head feels like it's about to explode. Um, as far as art stuff goes, my dad asked for a crochet dice, so I made this for him. I'm still not looking at it on the camera. It actually looks kind of cool. So I hope he likes it. He wants to put it in his car, so I guess it's not a bad attempt, at a first try. Now my mom wants one, so different colors, but my mom wants one now. I don't really know. I criticize everything I do, so uh, but I worked on that today, and now I am working on making something for my mom. Can't really tell what it is yet. And I don't want to show the pattern because my mom watches my vlogs and I want it to be a surprise. I'm not going to have her blanket done by Christmas like I wanted to. I'm not giving up on the blanket. I'm still working on it. I have the square that I'm working on over here. It's going to be another one of the big squares. For the entire pattern that I'm doing on the blanket, it's gonna be 9 of the big squares and 40 of these small squares. Let me see if I can get it above the light. This is kind of the idea of it, the big squares and the small squares. So I haven't given up on the blanket or anything. It's just kind of gotten thrown off to the side for right at the moment. And I work on it here and there. Everything I made, I did take to my mom already. Plans have changed, though. I'm not going to be going to the Christmas thing with my mom's family on Christmas Eve because I can't take my dogs, so I'm not going to go. And I know people are bashing me about it, but if people don't understand that, I need my dog, then there's nothing I can do about that. he is an emotional support dog, and he goes everywhere with me, literally. And if I can't take my dog, I don't go. Um, so it's, if people can't understand that, then I'm sorry, but I take him everywhere with me, and so, oh well. Um, that's all I can really say about that. My mom's gonna come over to my house Christmas Day, um, and have lunch with me and uh, my two kids, my husband, his mom, his sister, and then my parents. We're all gonna be over here for Christmas Day, so that's cool. Um, I have to do some cooking because I wasn't home for Thanksgiving, so there's a few things that I make every year that I didn't make this year because I wasn't home, and so I am going to be making it for Christmas. So that's fun. That's pretty much what the crochet and stuff that I'm doing right now, what it's for is pretty much just trying to get a little bit of money so I can get some food for Christmas dinner, so, or Christmas lunch. Um, but that's all I really have. I'm probably not going to hear from my publisher again until after the first of the year. Um, because, like, I know my kids are out of school for 3 weeks for the Christmas break, so probably not going to hear anything back from them until after Christmas. Um, so I'm still pretty much playing the waiting game. Uh, Pretty much in between cleaning, I've just been watching YouTube, so uh, I think I'm just gonna finish watching this video that I'm watching and eat dinner, and then either watch some more YouTube or read on my book. I haven't really decided, because I'm really interested in the book. The only thing that I don't like about the series is the chapters are so long. Um, that part really sucks. But other than that, it's a really good series, so I've definitely been enjoying kind of the quiet time today because Michael worked this morning. He's still at work now. And the kids have been with his mom since they left for church. So I've had the house to myself today. I have managed to get some stuff accomplished. Not a whole lot, but I also have been enjoying just sitting down and relaxing and the quiet. So it's just been me and Duke. So that's been fun. We were outside playing around earlier a little bit, but not a whole lot. Just because don't have much energy. After the first of the year, I will be going back to writing. Um, I kind of figured out what I'm wanting to do with the series, or one of the books. I think, anyways, I'm kind of gonna run the idea past my mom, kind of see what she thinks, if she thinks it's gonna be interesting, for the way that I'm planning on doing it, anyways. And just kind of see what she thinks for what I figured up last night. It's still an idea, so I just like to kind of run the ideas past my mom, see what she thinks. But I am going to be working on getting some more done to Follow Your Heart, which is book 2 in Falling in Love with the Billionaire series. And then I also have All About Music, which is kind of a um, not really a prequel, but All About Music talks about James and Roxanne's parents from Young and in Love. Stop. Um, so I haven't decided how I really want to do that because Young and in Love is the first book in the Young and in Love series. So I don't know if I want to have All About Music be book 2, which will go back in time and tells about how all the adults met up and like their childhood and stuff. Um, and there's also All Grown Up, which is the next book to Young and in Love because it tells about all of the kids that are in Young and in Love and the babies that are born at the end of the book. All Grown Up talks about them. Um, so I haven't decided how I want to do All About Music and All Grown Up. I still haven't figured that part out yet. That might be something that I ask my publisher about on that, kind of how to number those books in the series, if I should do 2 and 3 or do All About Music as like a .5 or a prequel to Young and in Love, or how I should do that part. I might talk to them on that. There is other books in the series. Just right now, those are the 3 main ones that I'm working on right at the moment. For the Young and in Love series, and then for Falling in Love with the Billionaire, I've got I'm working on doing Follow Your Heart, and I'm also working on another book. I'm thinking on settling with Sold as the name to it, and that one kind of is a spin-off for the Falling in Love with the Billionaire series, or get my books right. Sold is a spin-off to actually both series, really, because it brings in characters from both books. Because it tells about Liz when she was a kid, and it doesn't have like the bad parts of her childhood in it, but it kind of explains what happened to her a little bit more. Um, Obviously, without having like the child abuse in it, because I'm not putting that in my books. And it also has, for Sold, it also has Chris, Rachel, um, they're in the book as well, in Sold. So I guess it is a spinoff to Falling in Love with a Billionaire, but it's also a spinoff to Young and in Love as well, because it has characters from both series in Sold. Um, but I'm working on doing that one as well. So right now I've got 4 books that I'm working on writing all at the same time. Um, on top of, doing my crocheting and taking care of my kids and doing the stuff for my husband, and yeah, I stay pretty busy all the time. Um, a lot of the stuff really is just like last night I was, you can't really see the writing on it, but it doesn't really matter. It's just last night I was kind of setting down, running through an idea for Sold, and I was kind of looking at like the ages um, of the characters to how to tie them together, and kind of following the idea that I had with the book. I've been kind of working on it for a few weeks now, figuring out how I want to do it. And So I was kind of figuring up like the ages and stuff like that to how everything would work out, and time frames and stuff like that. That's a lot of the preparations that I do for my books, honestly, is just figuring up timelines. Like the Young and in Love series, that one jumps around a lot with time frames and stuff. So you definitely have to, I say you, but I definitely have to sit down and figure it up to how everything works. And usually I have like I don't know where it is, but I have a notebook that I write all the stuff down in to help me keep track of where it is, so that like if somebody's reading the book and looking at it, they can actually like pinpoint the time frame and stuff. Um and then like they're traveling and stuff, I have a lot of research that I do with that, where they travel to, the um, time, time differences, travel times, stuff like that. Um, and then for my brother's roommate, Falling in Love with a Billionaire, that series kind of goes like day by day type thing. Um, at least for these two books, after the first two books in the series, there's going to be the next book is probably going to be a little jumping around, because I need that book to cover about a 2 year time span. Um, at least the way that I have it figured up right now. But for right now, the way that I've got Falling in Love with a Billionaire going for my brother's roommate and Follow Your Heart, they're day by day. And so I usually have I have a calendar set up where each day I have what they do that day, the main points to hit for that day on which character, whether it's Chris or Rachel. um, and then each day, I'll mark it off and go through it. That way I keep up with the timeline. um, and so I've got that I do, and then like Chris traveling around, I've got a lot of research and stuff that I have to do with that to make sure that no locations that I name are actual places. The time differences, him traveling, stuff like that. So it's definitely a lot of research in it, that's for sure. Um, but I love doing it, so I don't mind. And I love my books, so I really love to write them. Um, and I hope everybody else likes them as much as I do. But I will stop rambling about kind of my work process to my books. If you'd like to hear more about it, just leave me a comment down below. Let me know that it's something y'all be interested in, and I can definitely run through that with all of my books. I can kind of tell you where the ideas came from, talk more in depth of some of the characters. I can even, especially with the Falling in Love with the Billionaire series, there's a lot of stuff because it only goes off of Chris and Rachel's point of view. So there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that's not put in the book because it's not with those two characters. Um, so I mean, I could run over stuff like that and like talk about some of those scenes that aren't in the books, um, and then talk about stuff with any of the books that I write and things like that. If that's something y'all be interested in hearing, just leave me a comment down below and let me know, and I will be glad to make those videos for y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. I appreciate all the new subscribers I've gotten here recently. Um, Let me know how your day is going down in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from y'all, and have a great day.